Now I had to go all the way to West Indian store to get these nice baigan. So today I'm making some baigan choka. I got two big baigans, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make myself some choka for my fasting day. So let's do that. Now I am using my stove and it's electric stove. However, I'm still gonna be wrapping my baigan with foil paper. That way it will be able to roast nicely and there won't be any messes on my stove so I don't have everything lots to clean up. I sometimes add two layers just because I want it to roast really good. And I also don't want any mess as well as I was saying. And I completely forgot that I had to put in my garlic. So I had to go get myself some garlic. Usually I'll just add like 3 flags of garlic, 3 to 4. Garlic gives your food so much taste. So the more you add, the better it will be. And the fact that it's going to be roasting with this bacon is going to make it taste so delicious and so yummy. So this is this burner thing that I got from the dollar store. I think I can't remember where I got it from, but I believe it's a dollar store. And basically, I'm just gonna place it on top of my stove. This is what I usually use because, as you can see, my stove is electric, so it needs a little bit of stand to put the bacon on. So I'm gonna heat up my stove a little. I'm putting it to medium temperature heat because I don't want the bacon to burn, nor do I want it to like overcook. I need it to take its time and roast well on this heat. So I'm gonna put one on each and then I'm gonna turn it as it roasts so the sides can get roasted really good. I also pick up myself some coconut water. I've been obsessed with coconut water lately, like really obsessed. I always used to love coconut water, but now than usual, I'm just obsessed. So in the meantime, that's roasting. I'm just gonna prep my onion. I love using a lot of onion in my food, especially this purple onion because it's crunchy on your food and it gives it this nice flavor. So I'm gonna be using 1 onion. You could use more or you could choose to use less. It's totally up to you. Well, this onion gave me a hard time to peel. I don't know for what reason, but it took me a long time to peel off all of these uh, things on this onion. So I like to clean up as I work. So I'll always be cleaning my kitchen as I'm cooking because in the end, I just want to be done and ready to eat this yummy food and relax and not spending time to clean up. And also, I cannot work in a messy kitchen. It's just not gonna be me. So let's cut this up. I love cutting it very thin, as you guys know. Sometimes I'll leave it chunky depending on the curry or the food that I'm using. So, depend on your dish, that's how you cut your onions. For me, that's what I do. This really ended up being a lot of pieces. I'm not going to be using all of it, but I'm going to use most to make this yummy baigan choka. And also, I'm going to be using my pepper. I'm going to cut it up so it has nice flavor to this choka. I'm not going to use this whole pepper. I'm probably going to use more than half of it. And I love using my pepper. Pepper is amazing. I'm going to start prepping my stuff to put my bacon on to check to see if it's cooked. Well, it's been roasting for a pretty long time. I think about 20 minutes, give or take. I've been turning it around. I've been adjusting the temperature, just checking. Ooh, and that looks so good. This bacon roast really, really well. I love how it looks. One thing about Guyana bacon is that it will roast to the skin, to the inside. Everything will roast very nice, and I love how it's looking. It's gonna give you that yummy choka. You can tell from your baigan that you're gonna get a good choka. I love baigan choka growing up. It was one of the favorite thing my mommy would make for me with roti. And every time I go to Guyana too, she does that. She make baigan choka and al roti. So making it really reminds me of home, and it's something that I always look forward to make. And this bacon give me a good amount of choka, which is good and ideal. All right, and this is bacon number 2. So this one's a bit bigger, so I left it to roast a little longer because I want to make sure it's roasting really good. And look at that garlic that's roasted. When you mash it up, it's gonna make that bacon choka taste so delicious. Like, look at that, steaming hot, and look at the inside. It's fully roasted, which is what you want the texture to be. If it's not like that, it means that it's not cooked properly, or the bacon is not ideal and it's overcooked a little. So you need it at this texture. It's so hot, steaming hot. Make sure you use good equipment. As you can see, I'm like skillful with this spoon and taking it out. You can use a fork. You can use a bigger spoon and just clean it up because you don't want to get burned as well. Now we're gonna add in the onions. Good amount or less if you'd like. As I said, I love onions. So I'm gonna be adding in some good amount. I added my peppers as well. And now I'm gonna add in some olive oil or any oil you could use of your choice. Now I'm gonna adding my seasoning, starting off with some paprika to give it this nice red color. You could use tomatoes as well. People would roast tomato with your baigan. I usually do that, but today I didn't do that. Then I'm gonna add in some salt for taste. Now salt is something you wanna work your way with. You taste and then you add. That's how I do it because I'm not too big of a fan with salt because I add other things. Now this accent, I've been using it and I love it. It says it's a secret ingredient to make your food taste delicious, and it truly is. Like, it has like up the flavors in your food. It's true. It's true. I saw a few people using it and I decided that I need to give it a try. And when I did, I noticed the difference with my food. So yeah, I just added these 3 things and then I tasted, and then I keep adding salt if I needed more. And I also added more pepper because I needed it to be a little spicy. So this is what our consistency is looking like. I love how it looks. I love how creamy it looks. I had to make sure I mash up all the garlic and so on. So this is dinner, guys. Just gonna take out my portion. So I like to use a good amount of bacon with, even if it's a little piece of roti. I don't care. I want to enjoy the bacon. And I also make some nice al roti to go with this. You can have it with sada roti. The only thing you can't have it with is rice. I never heard anybody had baigan choka with rice. That would be pretty weird. But roti is the best. And this is some nice Guyanese style al roti. Maybe one day I'll do a video of how to make al roti from scratch and show you guys how they make this yummy roti. And this dinner was delicious. It hit the spot with the spice. Justin didn't eat this because he doesn't eat too much of a spice, but he did eat the roti.